Let me ask you a question. Let's say, what advice would you give to somebody who they know what they want to do? They know what the next step is that they need to take in order to reach that place of success, to accomplish that dream, to accomplish whatever it is they're reaching for. What advice would you give that person that knows what the next step is, but they also realize that the price that has to be paid in taking that next step may be more than they're willing to pay? What advice would you give that person?
My advice to someone who is getting ready to take that next step, and they're at that bridge part where they have to decide, are they willing to take that next step? They, looking at some consequences or looking at some struggles, would have to be, how much is it worth to you? You have to ask yourself, is what I want to obtain in the long run worth me giving this up with this short-term goal? You have to set yourself on short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals to get to where you want to be. A lot of people, they start things off, and what they do is they get there, and then when they get ready to take that next step, they hesitate because they see that they have to give up certain things that they've been holding on to for so long and that they're so comfortable with, and they're afraid to come out of their comfort zone. I think that's why a lot of people hold back. And what you have to do is, instead of saying, I got to give this up, and give that up to get to my goal, you need to start saying, hey, this is my goal, and if I have to give this up, and this up to get to my goal, I'm willing to do that. Just like I'll use myself for an example. Getting ready for college, I have to be able to make my circle smaller. And going to college, I have to ask myself, am I willing to do that? Have I become so comfortable with these people that now I'm afraid of confrontation, and now I'm afraid to say that, hey, right now is not the time. I cannot spend this time with you that I was in high school. I have to be able to say that, okay, this person, and this person are the people I need the closest to me right now. And everybody else can be that outside circle that, hey, when I'm out of my shell, I can converse with these people and I can communicate with these people. And it's not that I cut them off. It's not that we're not friends anymore. It's just that right now, at this point in my life, these people have what I need, and I need them close to me so I can have the resources I need right there available. And like I said, not to call these people on the outside that excess baggage, but if I have more than I need, or I have somebody who's doing the same thing, or 2 or 3 people who's doing the same thing in my life, that's not going to get me anywhere. If I go to you and you have soap, but I need washing powder, and he got soap and he got soap, but nobody has washing powder, that's not going to help me. And so I need people who are multi-talented in my life. And so you have to ask yourself, what are you willing to give up, and what are you willing to do to get to that next level in your life, in success, in education, in anything you do. And so my advice to them is, you have to be willing to ask yourself, am I worth, or is what I want to obtain worth taking this step, or worth taking this leap of faith to get my goal?